I've bought football products from the cheapest on the market to the most expensive, and I'll be testing them all out to see if spending more money can actually make you play better. First up, we have the cheapest football products you can buy.
First kit we've got for you, Key. This is the cheapest thing I could find, the most basic level.
For each price level, I'll get a complete football setup, including a shirt, shorts, socks, boots, and a ball. I'll then do 5 on-field tests and see which one wins. So let's take a look at the cheapest products.
First of all, shirt.
I think that shirt is pretty good. How much was this then?
This was £6.
£6, and I can't really see that affecting performance at all, so...
Well, hopefully you'll think the same for the shorts. £4.
This is Cam. He knows everything there is to know about football products, and he'll be helping me with today's experiment.
The next item, I've got some socks. I'll be honest, I think this might be the first item that's a bit, quality-wise.
They do feel a bit slippery, which could be a problem.
Now, before we move on to the most expensive item of the kit,
Yeah.
the last essential of football.
Let me guess the price of this then. It looks pretty good. It's not the best football ever, but I feel like I could strike a nice shot with this. £10?
£6.
£6 for a football.
£6.
That's pretty good. I'm happy with this kit so far, but I haven't seen the boots yet, Cam.
Wow, the football boots. I picked up these bad boys for £12.
£12?
£12.
They look a bit bulky, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Bit clunky.
Well, these were the cheapest pair of football boots I could find online.
So for each level of product, I'll be doing 5 tests. Looks, speed, curve, control, and accuracy. First up, we need to rate the looks of our cheapest products.
And let's be honest, it's about as basic as it gets when it comes to a football kit. So I'm gonna rate the looks a 5 out of 10.
So 5 out of 10 for looks. And next up is the speed test. I'll dribble around these cones as fast as possible, and then we'll compare that speed to all the other price levels. This test is a mix of speed and agility, so the boots especially are really important for this. So I was feeling pretty good in these products, and I didn't feel like they were holding me back too much, and my final time was 11.2 seconds.
I'm gonna be honest, that felt pretty good. The boots felt alright turning, traction felt good, ball felt decent, so can't complain.
So 11.2 seconds on the speed test, and I think that's pretty good, but we won't really know until we've tested all the other products. But next up, we have the curve test. I'll have 10 attempts to curve the ball into the goal from behind the line.
Okay, shot number 1. That is a perfect start for the cheapest products. Wow.
The lack of grip on this ball did make curve a little more difficult, but I was still able to get a lot of shots in the goal.
Yeah.
So I'd say that actually wasn't too bad, and my final score for the curve test was 5 out of 10. Next up, we have control. So when it comes to control, the boots were slightly bulky, but all the products still perform well. Overall, I'd rate control on the cheap kit a 6 out of 10. Now, before we get the overall rating, we need to do the accuracy test. For this, I'll have 10 shots aiming for the target in the top right corner. We'll then create a heat map to see how accurate I was.
Attempt number 1. Oh my days. That is the perfect start. Oh no. Ah. Oh my days. What is going on? These cheap products are performing so well.
In the first 4 shots, I'd already hit the target twice. That's an unreal start.
Oh.
So after 10 shots, this was the final heat map, and despite getting 2 shots in the basket, it was quite a wide spread. I'm going to rate the accuracy a 7 out of 10, and I'm really interested to see if we can beat this with the more expensive items. And overall, I'm going to rate the cheapest products a 6 out of 10. They're definitely very usable, but there's also room for improvement. And next, we upgrade to the semi-pro level.
First item, £35.
Wow. That is a lovely kit.
Just think, that is more expensive than your entire first outfit.
It looks good, but I can't imagine it affecting the test too much, but we'll see.
£12.
I mean, shorts are shorts in my book. I can't imagine them making that much difference.
Third item, another upgrade on the socks.
Feel a bit less slippy, a bit more padding. Yeah, these should be good.
Fourth item for you, we've got a football.
That is a decent football. I love the design for a start. I'm going to be honest though, it still feels a little bit plasticky like the other one.
Yeah.
It's not too much difference.
Final item, Key, and I think this is probably going to be the most difference you'll see out of all the items. Pair of football boots, but I'm going to let you open them. These are nice. These are nice. They are an upgrade.
Mate, they match the kit as well.
These came in at £55.
I think these are going to be the biggest difference in this kit to my performance, and I'm expecting better results on almost every test.
So first up, we have to rate the looks, and the kit is really cool. The shirt looks good, and so do the boots and ball. Overall, it's got to be a 9 out of 10 for looks. Next up, we have the speed test. I've got to dribble around the cones as fast as possible. It took me 11.2 seconds in the cheapest products. Let's see how I get on at semi-pro level. So 11 seconds for the semi-pro kit, and that's faster by 0.2 seconds. Will this trend continue as the products get more expensive? The next test is curve. There was definitely a noticeable difference on this test. The boots had a lot more grip and the ball just seemed to whip a lot more.
Wow. This ball is curving like crazy.
So after 10 shots, I curved 7 into the goal, a very solid score. And next up we have the control test. Now on the control test, this is where I started to notice a big difference. I felt like the boots were the biggest factor. They just gave me a more responsive first touch and I was able to do some difficult skills.
So for control, this kit is really good. It's got to be an 8 out of 10.
So finally we have the accuracy test at semi-pro level. 10 shots aiming for this target.
Oh! Oh, I can tell this ball just flies a lot nicer than the cheaper one. Oh.
Now, although I didn't get any shots in the basket, the spread of shots was actually pretty close. So overall, this gets a 7 out of 10 for accuracy. And overall, the semi-pro products were great, 8 out of 10. It's hard to see how it can get much better than this. But now we're upgrading to the pro level products. These are getting expensive now.
Right, I'm going to start off big. Lionel Messi into Miami, and this is the player spec shirts. This is the stuff that the players would wear. Much different material, tighter fit.
You can feel the difference already in the kit. A lot thinner, better for cooling sort of thing.
Yeah, so this was £120.
Once again, I'm not sure how much it's going to affect performance.
So now we're introducing a base layer. And I think this is a cooling one, supposedly. So it keeps you cool. Your shorts are up next, £60.
£60 for some shorts.
I think that's quite steep for a pair of shorts,
That's
especially when
very
we've already said that shorts are shorts, like
maybe more flexibility a little bit.
some
I don't
ventilation.
know.
I don't know. I've got some grip socks.
Ah.
So grip on the bottom, supposed to stop you slipping around. All the pro players wear these. They'll cut their
Yes.
socks and wear these underneath. So I'm hoping this will definitely be an upgrade you'll notice.
I'm looking forward to this kit so far, but I know the big stuff's coming, the boots and the ball.
This is the new Puma
Wow.
Orbiter, which is the Premier League match ball. Again, all the players use this spec.
This is the first time I can feel the difference on the ball. It is really, you got a grip on there. It just feels more solid, more padded.
does.
This is going to make a big difference, especially on the curve test and the shooting test.
So, I got you some nice boots.
Let's take a look. Oh, these are really, I'm expecting a big difference now. I feel like these are going to mold to the foot. They've got nice elements to kick with. So I'm looking forward to putting this kit together and seeing how it does. But first up, I need to rate the looks.
Now, the pro level products look really nice, but I do think the semi-pro kit looked better, so I'm rating it an 8 out of 10. Next up, we have the speed test. 11 seconds is the fastest score so far. Let's see if I can beat it.
The grip socks helped, the boots felt more locked down, so I'm interested to see the result on this.
So 10.8 seconds, and that's the fastest one so far. It's only 0.2 seconds quicker, but that can make a big difference on the pitch. But will I be able to get even faster with the luxury level products? That'll be interesting to see. But next up, we've got the curve test.
Whoa.
So very solid on the curve test, and there was a noticeable difference because the boots and ball had a lot more grip, 8 out of 10. Next test is control. So yeah, the pro level products were definitely an upgrade for control. It's got to be a 9 out of 10. So some very solid scores so far, but our final test is accuracy. So I didn't get any shots in the basket, but let's take a look at the heat map. So as you can see, they were all pretty close together, which is good, but minus points for not hitting the target, 7 out of 10. And overall, I think these products were the best so far. It's got to be a 9 out of 10. And now we can move up to our final level, luxury.
Luxury level. This is designer, expensive. Like some of these items are worth more themselves than everything pretty much combined in this video.
What I want to know is though, Cam, will it make my performance better?
I'm not sure. I've gone off to start with this designer limited edition AC Milan shirt.
Wow, I'm not going to lie, Cam, this looks awesome.
We've got the boots next.
So how much did these cost?
These were like £500-ish.
Let's see. I mean, they look sick.
Wow. I think they are really cool. But we've got another box, another Prada box.
Let's take a look.
Oh, okay.
Boom.
Okay. £800 this kit.
£800.
£800 for a football.
So I'm excited to see how this kit does. It looks stylish, it's all designer, but will it perform on the pitch?
First up is looks, and these products look pretty cool. The boots especially look really nice. I'm going to rate it an 8 out of 10. Next up we have the speed test, and there's been a trend so far. The more expensive the products, the quicker I go. Will this continue at the luxury level? So I completed the course in 11.1 seconds. Very interesting, faster than the cheapest products, but slower than the middle 2 levels. Let's see if I can do any better on the curve test. So there was definitely a bit of a downgrade when it came to curve. It became harder to get the whip on the ball. 6 out of 10. But what's control like? So, control was decent with the luxury products. The boots especially were nice, but the ball wasn't the best if I'm honest, as it didn't have that much grip on it. But overall, it was still decent. 7 out of 10 for control. And finally, we have the accuracy test with the luxury products.
Oh! There we go. I must admit, I wasn't enjoying the luxury kit on the accuracy test, but it redeemed itself on the last one. Let's take a look at the heat map.
But it was a very close spread of shots. So that gets a 7 out of 10 for accuracy. And overall, I'm giving the luxury kit a 7 out of 10. And these are the final scores. The semi-pro and pro level products were definitely the best. So spending money can help, but you don't need to spend loads to play better.